Evening, everybody. 49 day 119. So yeah, y'all know the vibes. So yeah, I had to, this is a picture I took of myself earlier. So I have to, I'm actually in the hospital. I have to go and train some folks, train some peers to interact and do all this other stuff. So it's been a lot. So I've been trying to make this video all day, and I just decided just to do like a voiceover over this picture because I felt like I would cook today. Anyway, so boom, I'm sitting here thinking, right? You know that, all right, it's day 119, right? And I feel like, when I first started this journey, it's just like, your main goal is just not to pick up. Like, don't drink, don't smoke, don't drink, don't smoke, don't drink, don't smoke, right? At this stage, it's still that don't drink, don't smoke, It's just that I was just thinking that the comfort that drugs and alcohol gave me, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I drink or smoke, like when I'm celebrating something, drink or smoking. When I'm sad, drink or smoking. When I'm mad, drink or smoking. When I'm bored, you know what I mean? And now I'm at this stage, right, where it's like finding something or allowing something in my life, right, that makes me feel, how can I say, like whole, healthy, and relevant? Because when I first started my sober date is May 25th. I started to feel irrelevant. Like, I felt like people did, but like nobody would be like, I felt irrelevant. I felt like I was going to lose everything because most of my connections was because, we drank and smoked together, right? And this even goes for people that's not even in recovery. It's just that we find comfort in the toxicity, right? You know what I'm saying? We find comfort in surrounding ourselves with toxicity. And what's so crazy about toxicity is that for most of us, right? Toxicity has been woven. You hear me? Woven into most of our lives so good and so deep that it feels strange, wrong, hell, even abnormal when it's not around. Like, if things are not toxic, sometimes you feel like, what is going on here? This is strange, And that you're growing when you no longer want those things. Even if you may have your moments, you no longer want those things, right? So I started to ask myself this. This is day 119. We about to get surgical. I asked myself this, and I was just sitting here just thinking about this, right? I had to ask myself this question, and I implore other people to ask yourself this question right here. If you feel like you don't want to be toxic anymore, you don't want to be around toxicity. And what's so crazy is that, like, we know, what's toxic for you. You may not want to acknowledge it, but especially if you're in tune with yourself. Get in tune with you, right? This is the question here. I'm going to try to brace yourself for this one. I had to ask myself, right? Well, for me, I pray and I ask God and myself this question. Like, I ask God to show me how to live without being toxic. Show me how to live without toxicity. Show me how to live without that, because it's been woven. The craziness, the chaos, the uproar. It's just like you get addicted to that. Like, if that's not going on, something seems abnormal. And it's like the more I'm growing in my recovery, it's like, nah, I don't even want none of that. I don't want none of that. No. But then I have my moments like I do want a little jab. I could take a little jab of toxicity. And that's just me being real. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is day 119. We about to get surgical. This is me being real. And I will also say this is that, like, what I had to say to myself out loud, because when you say things out loud, it makes it real. It makes it real for you. And this is for anybody in or out of recovery. Day 119, let's get surgical. Let's get surgical. Some of us, right? Most of us, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Most of us are scared to death to be whole and healthy without the toxicity. Scared to death. Because that's all scared to death. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? And it doesn't seem like that, right? But that's what that is. Trying to fill that hole, trying to fill that void. Because like I said, some of us, it's been woven into our lives that it's like, if something is not chaotic, if something is not crazy, if something is not toxic, it's like it feels abnormal, it feels weird, it feels strange, and it should not be like that. That makes you really reflect on life. Like, whoa, I've been through some stuff. Cheese and rice. But just because you've been through some stuff doesn't mean you have to become the stuff. You understand? And I'm just sitting here like, just wow, man. Like, this is crazy. I really had to ask myself and ask God to teach me. You know what I'm saying? How to live without the toxicity. It is possible. You know what I'm saying? Allowing something to come into your life that's whole, healthy, and make you feel relevant. And that's the comfort the drugs and the alcohol gave me, the drinking and the smoking. I was comfortable. Like they say, nothing grows in a comfortable place. Day 119, 49. Ew.